continuing to move through Springboard. 7 asks, how is the autobiographical narrative's theme similar to and different from the poem's theme? So we're looking again at this idea of theme. So we're looking at the message about life, or the lesson learned. What can we learn? So what do we learn from the excerpt of Night? What's Wiesel trying to tell us? And what's the theme, the poem's theme? How are they similar? How are they the same? Looking at Night, we already can see similarities. We look how they and we were very different, that they were separated. Foreign Jews were expelled. The deportees were quickly forgotten. Days went by and then weeks and months. Life was normal again. Calm and reassuring blew through our homes. Right? Shopkeepers were doing good. Students lived among their books and children played in the street. This looks like happy times. But then Moishi comes back and he tells the villagers what he experienced when he went. The train with the deportees had crossed the Hungarian border. The Jews were ordered to get off, and they had to wait on the trucks, and then they had to go into the forest. They had to dig a grave. They were shot. They were left for dead. So this is horrific. Things are happening. So even though in the town it was good, bad things were happening. Day after day, night after night, he went from one Jewish house to the next telling his story. He was not the same. He no longer sang. He wept and he pleaded. He asked them to listen to him. Once I asked him the question, why do you want people to believe you so much? In your place, I would not care whether they believe me or not. He closed his eyes as if to escape time. You don't understand, he said in despair. You cannot understand. I was saved miraculously. I succeeded in coming back. Where did I get my strength? I wanted to return to Saget and describe to you my death so you would ready yourselves while there was still time. So you will ready yourself while there is still time. Life, I no longer care to live. I am alone. But I wanted to come back and warn you. Only nobody is listening to me. Or no one is listening to me. This was towards the end of 1942. This is important. The war ended in 1945. Are they close to the ending of the war if this is towards the end of 1942? They have to endure 3 more years of war. Thereafter, life seemed normal once again. London radio, which we listened to every evening, announced encouraging news. The daily bombings of Germany and Stalingrad, the preparation for the Second Front. And so we, the Jews of Saget, waited for better days that were soon to come. They're waiting for better days that were soon to come. They are happy. But we know the war ended in 1945. If you go back to about the author, it gives you some clues. So Elie Wiesel was a teenager in 1944 when he and his whole family were taken from their home to the Auschwitz concentration camp. The people of Saget were warned. So you might ready yourselves while there is still time. They were told what was to come. They were told of these horrific things, and they didn't do anything about it. In first they came for the communists. They observed people being taken away, but they didn't speak up and they didn't stand on a united front. In both passages, members of a community were taken away by the Nazis, and those who remained showed little concern or returned to normal life quickly. The memoir describes some of the awful things that the Nazis did, but the poem does not.